Hello. Hi, Kit. What's up? Hello, hello. So we have a question of the day. What are some small things that make you happy? I've had a pretty productive day today. Did some grocery shopping. And what else did I do? A lot of brainstorming for emotes. And man. That's it. It felt more productive than that sounds. I cleaned in the kitchen. Hi, Evil. What's up? What you been up to? My beagle is small and she makes me happy. Oh, of course. Animals always make people happy, right? And if those people don't like animals, they're weird. Tankosaurus, how are you? Well, how old is your pup? New emotes. I'm hoping. I've been thinking about them for a long time. It'll be expensive to get the artist I want. So I might have to save up a little bit. But I've been thinking long and hard about the emotions, the character, and its colors, and just everything. Hi, Speed! Hi! Are you off work? But do animals count as things? Yeah, in this case. Maybe I should reword it. What makes you happy? What little... You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Animals should, of course, be respected. They are more than things or objects. Bug! God afton, but I got it. She's 3. Oh, she's still a baby. She's the sweetest animal in the world. Oh, I miss having a pet so much. We can't have one in this apartment, unfortunately. So since I moved from Texas, we had some family cats back in Texas. And I don't have any here. One day though, one day we'll find an apartment or buy a place and I will have a cat again. Thinking about getting 2 cats. We shall see. And then I need to get pet insurance so I can take them to the vet and stuff. My right eyelid is inflated to death. So much fun. Fuck, Kit. Just walk there. That's awful. You've been having problems with your eyelids. What? You had some surgery or something not that long ago, right? Still working. Do you just have a lot of extra work lately? When do you usually go home? It's almost 5. It's cool. If you need help with emotes, let me know, Z. That is what I do. Yay! Thank you. Your dog makes you happy. Aww. What kind of dog do you have? Going super well, meeting my youngest sister in a few hours for a long Pokemon walk. Hell yeah. So she plays Pokemon too? Let's see here. We're gonna play more of The Longest Journey. And I'm looking forward to it. Boo-ba-da-ba. It's always random when I go home, usually between 17 or 19 o'clock. Sometimes I stay several hours more. This is not the Danish way. You're supposed to leave at a certain time and leave work behind. Stop it. Both my sisters do. They were the ones who told me to play. Hey! Who did that? No! I don't like Anonymous. Then I can't thank you. No! Thank you so much for the bits. The 500 bits. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, so you could get an excuse to walk. A little exercise. I wonder if I should start playing it again. Thank you so much. Whoever did that, you are super duper awesome. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Okay, I'm just having to switch the monitors. Wait, did I turn the music off? Nope. Yes. No, yes. I did. Oh, we're not playing Stardew. What am I doing? Hold up. I just punched the jury, but 1 month to see a doctor, 5 months to see my... Because you have a record of there being an issue, they'll let you in faster. Is that what it is, Kit? God, I hope you're not in too much pain. Shadow is an Eastern German Shepherd, all black, and is always following me, hence the name. Oh, that's a perfect name. I'm so bad at picking out names. So bad at it. Alright, I think I need to go back home. I think the latest I have stayed at was after 23. Oh my god. High speed. You're like my husband, a workaholic. He hasn't been coming home till like 11 or midnight lately. The last 4 or 5 days. No, it's 1 hour drive and my eye fucked up. I'm not going to just walk in. Oh well. Okay. Nobody's
They
here.
really knew how to design tacky furniture back in the late 22nd century.
They're taking you next Sunday? Are you gonna try calling your place again tomorrow?
Hey, what are you doing? Charlie? Emma? What are you guys doing here?
We locked ourselves in to wait for you. I hope you don't mind.
No, of course not. By the way, I think Zach was spying on you guys. I caught him leaning up against the door, and he hurried back into his room the second I arrived.
He's such a loser. And he seems to have a personal vendetta against you now after what you did to him. Or what he claims you did last night.
Gotta love the guy. So what's up? What's the occasion?
We want to know what's going on with you, April.
What do you mean? Nothing's going on.
Don't lie to your best friends, that's way below you. We know something's going on, there's no point denying it. For 3 days straight, you've been away all day, you've been acting weird and hanging around Cortez, of all people. And then today we find out you've been up to Metro Circle by yourself?
How did you
April,
know
for
that?
God's sake, what is going on?
How does she know that? That's creepy. And why is Charlie like kneeling on the floor in an awkward way? German Shepherd is such a good dog. I had a mix of a German Shepherd and a Rottweiler. Such a loving, loyal dog. I had one dog growing up. I don't remember what kind of dog it was, but he was super sweet too. Other than that, I've had all cats, pretty much. And some fish. I don't know if I count the fish. I've kept my work hours reasonable these days because of the flu. Because of the flu. Just the flu. You're over the flu now, by the way? It's been passed on, right? No, they don't answer the phone. But if you could call them tomorrow and get in sooner, then you could cancel the other appointment, right? Hi, Samurai. Welcome on in. It's a cool drawing desk.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
Try us. We're your friends. Whatever it is, I'm sure we can help. Somehow.
He's going to pop the gamer question? What? I'm confused. Oh, the guy in the game. He looks like he's getting down on one knee.
I've been... chosen to save the world.
Deathly allergic?
Stop kidding around, April. We're serious.
So am I. I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
That sucks.
You're actually telling us the truth. What do you mean you've been chosen to save the world?
As in, there's something really bad going down. I can't say exactly what, but Cortez is with the good guys, and I've been... drafted.
Look, April, if you're having some kind of nervous breakdown, we'll do anything to...
God, I knew I should have kept my mouth shut. Forget it. I don't even believe it myself, so why should you?
I believe you, April. I've seen things these past few days, strange, inexplicable things. And my grandma taught us that there's more to this world than meets the eye. And after all, it's you saying these things. My friend, April. I've never known you to lie or even exaggerate the truth. If you believe it, I believe it. And I'm sure the same goes for Emma.
Thank you, Charlie. It means a lot to me. I wish I could tell you everything, but I don't think I can.
Hey.
I understand. When you're ready. But if there's anything at all we can do to help, well, don't hesitate to ask.
Hey, Daedalus. How you doing? Okay, Kit. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Thank you, Zach, for your Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. How you doing?
There are a few things you could help me with.
Great. What?
Like I said, I can't really tell you very much about what's going on. Not yet, anyway. Tomorrow, after I've had a good night's sleep, I'll try explaining as much as possible. But there's one thing you can do for me. I have reason to suspect that somebody's out to get me, or Cortez.
Who?
Long story, but I could need some backup. These goons, these agents, they could be closing in, and whatever advanced warning you're able to give me...
We'll do our best. What do they look like?
I'm not sure, but you'll know when you see them, I'm sure. Anybody suspicious around, let me know.
This is kind of exciting, but you gotta tell me, what are they after you for? Did you do something illegal?
Not yet. Not really. It's
Not
what I
yet.
might do that they're worried about. But please don't ask me any more questions today. Just keep your eyes and ears peeled for anything weird. I need a good night's sleep, and tomorrow I should be able to tell you more. But thanks for helping me out, guys. I really appreciate it.
We're all hanging out at the cafe tomorrow night, April, so you're just gonna have to join us.
I promise.
Now get some sleep. Sorry to tell you this, but you look totally exhausted.
I'm glad we had this talk. Thanks for checking up on me, guys.
Sure. Good night.
Good night, Charlie.
Starscream.
Good night, girl. Sweet dreams.
How are ya? You're doing pretty well. Just playing my D&D session. This series was so good. Oh, planning. Ooh. When do you have your session? Is it something you do like weekly or monthly? Because they were down for 1 day, Kit? That doesn't seem fair. Dun dun dun.
What's that noise?
Oh, okay. Since mid-December. That's why I was, you said all day before. So I thought it was just 1 day you hadn't been able to reach them. Hi, Silent. Every Wednesday, usually I'm the DM. Cool. Do you get together in person? Have you played this game?
Where's that light coming from?
I'm asking so many questions.
Oh!
Oh! Cannibals! Then by all means, Kit, leave a nasty message in that case.
Not again.
Oh dear.
Now. I hope this is a dream. I really do, because if Cortez didn't open a shift, who did?
You done did
How will
it.
I get home again on my own?
Dunno. Yeah, they do, Chipstero.
And I'm guessing this is Mercurial. It smells like it, like a mix between fresh flowers and cow dung. There's some kind of part going on in there.
There's some beautiful scenes in this game. Okay, we have some diary stuff to catch up on. I played Dreamfall, the second game, just never got around to the first or the third. Okay, so that's how I played. I played Dreamfall, The Longest Journey. Then I played Chapters, which was the third one. Dreamfall Chapters. Then I played this one. And this one really puts the other games to shame when it comes to story and atmosphere. I feel like they could have done way better. Way better. Just staring at some animated butt here. That was probably a weird time to make that statement, yeah. Fair point. Fair point. Sunday, late afternoon, I just overheard a conversation between Raul and Cortez, and I suddenly feel very scared. The simple fact is that I don't know these people. I can't tell who my friends really are anymore. And there are things going on that I fear I will never understand. It's really frightening how easily I've accepted everything I've been told these past few days without questioning people's motives. It's not like me at all. I'm usually the paranoid type. But I'll be more careful from now on. And I won't trust anybody, not without good reason. It's not that I think Cortez plans to stab me in the back or something. I'm sure his motives are solid enough, but I don't like being kept in the dark, especially when so much is riding on me. And with a situation as complicated as this one, I just wish I knew what's really going on, is all. I think I actually have it, but it's one of those mini games that I never got around to playing. Okay, I will say this. With this game, the puzzles are absolute crap for the most part, in my opinion. But I love this sort of the world they've created. I like all the lore. It's very lore heavy, and there's lots of points in the game where it just drops a lot of dialogue on you, which can be tiring, but it's also all interesting. And of course, it's an old game, so the resolution looks a little off, and it makes your screen all messed up. And it can freeze up. And yeah, but it's still really good. I like it a lot. And I will say, if you're quitting out of the game or saving, so I'm gonna do it real quick. So I'm gonna save the game, right? So I save right here, and this big white box pops up. This is where you would usually see a yes or no option, so you just have to press Y for yes or N for no, and just know that the box is there. You just can't really see it, which confused the heck out of me. And I kept tabbing out of the game and ending it, and it would freeze my whole computer. And then I would lose all my progress, and it was really frustrating at first, but I figured it out through a forum. Old games, yay! Sunday night or Monday morning, I'm not sure which it is, but it's late. A strange sound wakes me up in the middle of the night, and when I open my eyes, my room is filled with a cold blue light coming from the closet. Okay, obviously a dream, no question about it. Things like these don't happen in real life. Except in my life, they do. All the time. There was a shift in my closet, and before I knew it, I found myself here in Arkadiy again. And while last time Cortez helped me through and back, this time I'm afraid there will be no help forthcoming. I'm on my own. And I don't like it. You got stuck? See, that's a shame. I just, if I ever got stuck, I just looked up a walkthrough and figured it out. There's no shame. Some of the puzzles are just kind of like, not very obvious. I wouldn't have noticed a lot of stuff.
She looks like she works here. They don't look so different from farmers and craftsmen back home. It's a small world. Worlds, small worlds.
Maybe we'll play the other games on the stream at some point,
That
though.
looks like a really, really comfortable chair. Open fires are so enchanting, romantic, and inspiring. It's their first date, I can tell. They're a cute couple. I wonder if romance is different here, or if the rituals are the same as back home. I mean, magic must play some part in it. Excuse me. Hello? Hi, hello, do you work here?
Do I work here, child? I'm the owner. I own and operate the Journeyman Inn.
I'm very sorry, ma'am.
Your apology is more than enough for me, child. What may I do for you?
Is there a party going on?
Is there a... child. Do you not know? It is the Feast of the Balance. Have you never taken part in the celebration?
Unfortunately, no. I'm not a party person.
Me neither.
For as long as I can recall, the feast has lasted 3 whole days and nights, and everyone celebrated openly. Now, this year, there's great concern about the Vanguard and their supporters. So this year, the Feast of the Balance is celebrated inside, behind closed doors, and for 1 night only. There's still much food and drink, and you are welcome to join if you so please.
I don't think so. I don't know anybody here.
You're not with the Vanguard, are you?
No, I'm from somewhere else, far away.
So it would seem. Well, if you feel up to it, child, you're welcome to join in the celebration.
Thanks.
It saddens me that some of our childhood games will become unplayable in the next years. I think while there's always interest, there will be a way to play it somehow. There's lots of emulators and stuff that go around.
Why do you celebrate the Feast of the Balance?
You are a stranger to our customs indeed. The balance. You do know about the balance, do you not?
Sure. The balance between magic and science. I know about the balance.
The balance of all, child. Everything is in balance, and the Guardian watches over the balance and us. We celebrate the Feast of the Balance to give our thanks to the balance and to the Guardian. If our devotion to the balance falters, if we lose our faith in the Guardian, then we are inviting chaos to destroy us. This is what the Vanguard is doing. Inviting chaos. They are dangerous.
They're like the old school adventure games where you have to randomly click around and hope to get lucky. Kind of. I guess you just have to hope you really notice things in some cases. Like remember where you saw something. Like really understand everything that you've seen. I don't know. The puzzles don't seem very intuitive to me. This was my first game I ever got. I can't believe someone is playing on Twitch 20 years later. Really? Is this the first game you ever got? How old were you? That's so awesome. I love this game. I didn't play it until, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago though. And I really fell in love with it.
What's the Vanguard doing to destroy the balance?
They are not doing anything to destroy the balance, but they destroy people's faith in the balance. They speak to the people, telling them how the Sentinel, the Fathers, are holding our world back. And that if we were to use the balance to our advantage, we could return to the old ways, the ways of the ancient Earth, before the divide. Vanguard promised the people power and wealth and happiness, but they intend only destruction and death.
You don't think they evolved? I mean, I think point and click's just not what's made anymore. Yeah, Dreamfall was one of my first Xbox 360 games. Me too. I used to only play like Halo on the Xbox. And then somebody gave me Dreamfall. And I don't remember why. I don't know. I think I saw the cover art and I was really interested in it just based off the cover art. I was like 15. And somebody gave it to me for my birthday. And then I somehow had been, I guess, unaware that there was anything else in the world to play other than Halo until that moment. And then became more interested in branching out after that. What's that Telltale Studio say? I love those, but I feel like Life is Strange is a good continuation of point and clicks. That could be a... Yeah, that could be a point and click. You're right, Tank. Telltale is still going in a way though. Didn't they get bought? Or another company is working with them on something? It's very confusing. I know they're trying to get the Telltale games back up on Steam or something I read a few days ago. They say the English version has better voice acting than the Norwegian one. That, I don't know. There was somebody in here that's Norwegian, Twiggy Games. I think she said that the voice acting was good for the Norwegian version. She's Norwegian.
What's your name?
Benrima Salmon. I am the owner and proprietor of this inn. I bought it with money earned through honest trade in the Southlands. Tobacco, wine, slaves. That is where I'm from. The Southlands.
I'm April. April Ryan.
Well met, April Ryan. Have you come to meet someone, a handsome young suitor, perchance?
No such luck, I'm afraid. I'm here more by accident than anything else.
Ah, no accident, April. Fate. Fate delivered you here tonight. You are strong in fate, are you not?
I never played that one, Kit. That's an older point and click adventure. Hey, Mark. Same name, but technically a different company. Yeah. I don't know what they're up to exactly.
What do you mean by strong in fate?
You shape your own fate, and not the other way around. You are what the dark people call a wave.
How can you tell?
I am not only an innkeeper, child. I am a seer, taught by my mother, who was taught by her mother before her. And so it goes back to the dawn of our world, to the dawn of magic.
What's a seer?
A seer is someone who can tell something about people, about events, About the past and the present and the future, just by looking at you. When I look at you, I see.
What? What do you see?
Most people are drawn along by events, by fate, like a carriage after a horse. But some people know how to steer the horse, to change paths at will. You are such a person, but there is more.
DPS? What Starscream? Do you mean FPS? My childhood games were late 90s strategy and adventure games. Aww. I played some random games on the PC that were like really kiddish games, some educational games, a Barbie game. And then of course I had Pokemon and some Mario games on my Game Boy. And then came the Xbox, which is when things got more serious.
Tell me more about my future.
It is strange. I see many paths, but they are all dark. I cannot tell much except that you are strong in fate, and strong in the balance. You are strong in magic, too.
Magic? That can't be right. I don't know anything about magic.
You do not have to know about magic to be strong with magic. If you ever learn how to harvest your talents, you will be a strong artisan.
Artisan?
Where have you been schooled, child? Have you forgotten your lore?
Ouch.
My lore? Yeah, well, I haven't really had much use for my lore lately.
The artisan is the most powerful of magic users. She is able to shape magic and to use it by force of will alone. An artist can use magic shaped by others, molded into new magic, new art. A magician, or sorcerer, witch, warlock, can read and write incantations, drawing spells from the power of words. And the alchemist can create magic potions. He is the least of the four. Anyone with proper education can be an alchemist. The other three require some form of talent for magic.
Thank you.
I am at your service anytime, child. I am afraid I must go take care of my guests now. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I agree. Sherigan. Oops.
It's a very comfortable chair. Oh no, it's the comfy chair.
Oh no, what did I do? How do I get rid of that? What did I press?
Thank you, April Ryan.
What?
There is no time here,
Oh,
but
no.
there soon will be
Oh,
time
game
for
one.
you and I. Time enough to be sure. You are speaking to me, April Ryan. We have spoken.
I don't understand what you're... And how do you know my name? Who are you?
Have we not met yet? I was sorry then for confusing you. I will be Abnaxus of the Venar, ambassador to the Ireed Council in Marcuria for a time.
I think I would have remembered you if we'd met. Who told you my name?
I think I'm gonna
You
have to
did.
restart.
You are saying your name to me, April Ryan. In this moment, you tell me your name. You question why I know your name, and you speak to me the blessings of the balance for my long journey home.
Sorry, I really don't know what you're talking about.
It is difficult for us too, April Ryan, to understand you. We, the Venar, are not perceiving time like your people. In this moment we are everywhere. In this moment we are nowhere. But there is a veil. Beyond this veil we are not seeing, but you have. You will be seeing. You are seeing.
What veil?
The veil created in chaos, by chaos, with chaos. It is a dark presence in our future, yes, future. A dark veil which hides the things that have been and will be.
What's all this got to do with me?
It was late. You were tired. We have talked in the morning when you come to visit me. Now you understand everything. Thank you, April Ryan. The blessings of the balance to you too.
Did you just invite me to your home?
I will. I did. I invite you to my home, April Ryan. My home was in the Marcuria City Green, and you will find it in the morning, before chaos came. I am explaining everything, and you understood.
It seems I've already accepted your invitation, so I guess I don't have a choice.
That is what you said. Good night. You will sleep well.
Okay. I need to save real quick and restart real quick. Cause oh no, it's frozen. Old game, why? Here we go. In task. Okay, that went more smoothly than I expected. Okay, I gotta restart the game because I clicked something and that build thing was popping up. Yeah, you felt like their endings were all the same. Not always. I mean, some of the characters wouldn't show up, and if you made the wrong choices, different characters show up. You love The Wolf Among Us. Oh, I liked that one too. I think that was one of their best ones.
What a strange creature.
Yes, I agree. This is one of the most interesting creatures in the game. DPS, FPS, it's all the same. You had a gun and an attitude. That's what matters. You are ridiculous. I've seen a lot of strange invitations in my life. Only a month ago, somebody I didn't even know, the guy particularly well, invited me to his suicide party with a cheerful card reading Steve's Last Hurrah. I've been invited to a wedding between a 99-year-old terminally ill woman and a highway construction automaton. I've been invited to the senior prom by my best friend's father, but I think tonight brought the strangest invitation of them all. This is the first time I've accepted an invitation before being asked, by a creature whose grasp of grammar ranges from poor to non-existent, and not realizing I did until after the fact. Unlike the invitations mentioned above, however, I'll probably honor this one. Strange or not, he may be able to answer some of my questions.
I really am getting tired. I should find somewhere comfortable to sit down, rest my legs for a few minutes.
Yeah, it's got a charm, but like you say, it's not for everyone. All the dialogue. I like it though. I've just really been wanting to play through this game for a long time on stream. At least once. Lurk! Thank you! You're so kind. Tier 2 sub. You are so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am legally required to put this. Oh my goodness.
Wake up, child.
How have you been?
Sorry, I guess I fell asleep. What time is it?
It is morning. We need to clean before we open for breakfast, so I had to wake you.
I slept right through the party?
It seems so. You did not stir even when everyone was leaving.
Oh well, I feel pretty good considering.
You look a little pale, but it's nothing a good porridge won't fix.
Aww. What's your favorite point and click? Kit, you seem so disappointed in the gaming world.
It's the innkeeper.
So
She looks busy.
disappointed.
Not to sound rude, but I've had my fill of her for the moment. Assorted bottles and spices and herbs. The back rooms are both empty.
Do you intend to walk about in that outfit, child? It is day, it would not be proper.
It's all I have.
Come, we will find something more suited to a young lady about the city.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about Monkey Island, and I haven't really seen it, but a lot of people play it, or have talked about playing it. I need to look up
How do I look?
what it looks like. What it was about. It sounds goofy, Monkey Island. Sounds like a
It'll
kid's
have
game.
to do for now. You do not have the most womanly of forms, but I'm certain you will fill out in time. With the
Ouch.
right diet.
Thanks. Thank you for the clothes, for everything.
You will have time aplenty to thank me while you are cleaning plates and cutlery, child.
I'm sorry. Work?
Those clothes do not come free, child, nor does a night spent sleeping before the fire. I'm not asking much, only for a helping hand in cleaning.
All right. Tell me where to start.
You can start carrying in the mugs from the back room.
Well, video games feel just good looking now, but you can talk. You feel meh with most games as well.
You did good work for me today, child. More than was required. Here you are. Some coin to help you out.
I think the reason I feel
And
meh
keep the clothes. You seem to have grown into them already.
is because now gaming's not just a hobby. I also stream, so I worry about things like finding new things to play on stream. And I spend a lot more time gaming because I'm streaming it too. So therefore, like, I kind of burn through the games faster. Whereas if I weren't streaming, I probably would be playing a lot of the same games to death. Like, trying to see everything about them, you know?
Assorted bottles and spices and herbs.
Hey! Horace! Thank you! Enjoy your emotes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. What you up to?
The back rooms are both empty. They look empty, and after last night's shindig, that's no wonder.
Oh my god, pop! Uh-oh, hype train. I don't understand this hype train. I don't like it. What is it? Can I turn that off? It's weird, and it's blocking my chat. Thank you guys so much. How are you, Pop? Hey, Red Sparrow. It had good humor. I like humor. Where are the QTE dishwashing controls? I guess we didn't get them. Oh man, there's lots
I
of
wonder
people.
if she's caught anything today.
Hi, I'm new here. Thank you both so much. Uh-oh, choo-choo. Just like the stream, you aren't loud, you're intuitive, nice. Feel like it was worth it. That's so nice. Such a nice thing to say. Thank you. It makes my day. Tank! Thank you as well. What the heck?
That's a funny looking animal.
Enjoy your emotes. Thank you, Tank. Tankosaurus. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good beast. His hide feels like a turtle's, but softer.
Hype.
Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
Aww. What is it?
Square jaw and
Wait.
broad shoulders. A real farm boy. Quite a sexy one, too.
Oh my god, April. It says furry animal, but it looks more like a reptile. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy your emotes. I'm looking into getting some new ones soon. I'm just doing a lot of brainstorming and saving. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. This helps me. Choo choo. Pop, what's going on with you? How's interviews and stuff? How's your doggo? The Curse of the Monkey Island is a pirate-themed fun point-and-click game that is fully voice-acted like this one. Aw, I'm gonna look some stuff. I don't know if I'll play it myself, but I'm definitely intrigued.
The Journeyman.
Geez, popular as fuck. I don't know about that. Okay, this is pretty, for example. Like, the concept is pretty. Obviously, it's not detailed, but I really, really like this scene. I think it's so pretty. And here, you can take this organic plastic leaf and plant it here, and it unlocks something in the menu screen. And I forget what
Not
it is.
very good at this, but hey, I was born on a farm. That's gotta count for something.
Oh my god, that flower is huge compared to her.
Now, grow. Whoa, I must be a natural-born gardener.
It grew.
Strangest thing.
It
I
grew.
thought I heard a voice say something about a book of secrets. That the book of secrets is now open. Something like that.
Yeah. So the Book of Secrets is open.
It's a flower bed. There's plenty of room for more seeds to be planted in there.
She should be. I don't know about that. Alright.
It looks to have been carved out of a large tree, but the texture of the house is more stone than bark. That's one mother of a plant. I wonder if it's a carnivore.
I did 2 yesterday. I think they both went pretty well, but I don't know. I guess we will see. That's so cool. Hey, you're doing something.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
What? Is it?
It's a nicely crafted bench.
Level 1 hype train emote. Yay! 4 subs. I kind
Be
of want to turn that
welcome,
off.
stranger, to my abode.
Stranger? Don't you remember me? You invited me here.
Every moment we meet, and every moment we part. You are both stranger and friend, April Ryan.
I'm sorry, but could you try to be a little less obtuse this time? I have a hard time understanding half of what you say.
Oh.
I will beg for your forgiveness, April Ryan. I had a hard time to make myself understood amongst other peoples. I will pull myself into this moment, difficult as it may be, so that we can communicate and so that you may understand. It is important that you understand, April Ryan. Very important.
I did play Thimbleweed. I got stuck quite a bit. I liked the humor, but I got really, really, really stuck. Mikhail. I wanted to like it. I wanted to like it pretty badly, but I wasn't feeling it.
Thanks for your hospitality, Obnaxus.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Blessings of the balance to you, April Ryan.
I didn't mean
and
to
may
end.
your journey have been a long and fruitful one.
Shit. Yeah, you can always suggest something in the Discord or just mention it here. I like hearing about games. Doesn't mean I'll definitely jump on it, but yeah. I'm always up for hearing about games. Right now I'm kind of going through my backlog, saving monies, and yeah. But yeah, I like hearing about games. Hype train trying to hype, not reaching level 2. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can turn that off later. Very hard to do. In practice, it wouldn't occur anymore? How did it occur the first time?
Who are you?
I am Obnaxus of the Venar, ambassador to the Ireed Council in Marcuria. My people live far from here, and they do rarely visit your kind, and so I am their sole link to humans and Golmari.
Oh, that's lonely.
Why is that?
I alone among the Venar am able to focus on a particular moment and thread in time, and so to speak with those who flow with time, like you.
I'll look at that Daedalus, thank you. I'll look at that. For sure, after stream.
How do your people perceive time?
It is hard to explain. Any moment before this moment and any moment after is the same to me as this one. I have lived already and I am yet to live. Do you understand me?
I think so, but how's that possible?
Everything is possible, April Ryan. There is magic and there is science, and between the two, everything is possible.
Can you see the future?
To me, every moment is the same. There is no future. I can relate moments you have yet to see, and I can unravel possible threads. But remember, the future I see may not be the one into which you walk. Moments and threads fluctuate, change. I can remember things that have never come to pass, and I have seen things that will never be.
So you can't tell the future.
I would see your possible futures, the likely threads among hundreds. If there was not a veil in time, I would.
His finger's really long. Yeah, his experience of reality is very interesting.
What's this veil you keep talking about?
Somewhere ahead, in our path, there is a dark veil through which I cannot pass, past which I cannot see. It is disconcerting to me to be blocked from the moments of my life.
How did this veil come to be?
It was, no, will be created in chaos, by chaos, to keep the future hidden. All threads converge on a single point here, beyond the veil, and this will happen only once. It is written.
What?
Written? Where?
in the prophecies.
Ah, yes. The prophecies. Of course. You liked it, Thimbleweed? I liked the atmosphere. I liked the idea. Maybe I was just getting really, really stuck on puzzles. Like, really stuck. And then I got frustrated. I think I gave it a good 4, 5, 6 hours. I'm pretty sure. I could probably look on Steam and check.
Tell me about the prophecies.
Words have been written by seers who can discern from all possible threads the threads that are certain to be woven. These words are the prophecies.
And what do the prophecies say?
Yeah, what do they say?
Prophecies speak of a time when the balance will falter, weakened by the assault of chaos and its servants. The moment the veil falls is the moment of uncertainty. The balance may stand, the balance may fall. I cannot tell which it will be, and I cannot even see the possibilities, the threads extending from each fork. But the prophecies also speak of a savior, as the prophecies usually do, one who will bring order to chaos, only to release chaos on the innocent.
What?
One who will restore the balance, only to finally break it.
That doesn't sound like a savior.
The word in my tongue is Kanang La. Literally translated, it means the small seed who grew to a tall tree.
Wow. That in so few words? What? It happens when you get like subs, bits, gifted subs, and then a lot of time. Yeah, I need to see what it's set to. If you don't like being stuck, don't try to do Day of the Tentacle. I don't think I've heard of that. I'll keep that in mind though. I can't even remember the game I want to recommend. It's a good story game with turn-based combat and a Scandinavian vibe. If you find it, let me know. Whisper it, or I don't know if you're in the Discord. You can put it in the Discord under either game discussions or suggestions, either one. Or, you know, pop in here and tell me the name. And I can look into it.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself, Obnaxis?
Me? About myself? We, the Venar, are not good at speaking of ourselves. We always know who we are, and so we have no need to tell each other.
Well, are you married? Do you have kids? Or perhaps your people don't marry?
Yes, we do marry, and we always know who we are to be with, because our future is also our past, and so we also know our children, even though, according to your reckoning, they have yet to be born.
Oh, that's so confusing.
My wife will be, the beautiful Abyanda. She lives by the Bay of Fire in the east. She gave birth to our 3 female children, Abratha, Abalexa, Abpalmana.
How long has it been since you last saw them?
I see them now, April Ryan. Do not forget I perceive time in a different manner from your kind. I have given them your regards.
Oh,
Well, say hi to them for me.
that's what he just did. I remembered. It's the Banner Saga. I've heard of that. I don't know if the turn-based combat will be my thing. I don't know. Depends on how it's set up.
Why did you come here to Marcuria?
I was chosen to be ambassador to Ireed when I showed a talent for seeing the flow of time from one point to the next. I was trained for a long time in locking myself into a single moment to communicate and understand your world. My people do not normally involve themselves with others, but the Veil has forced us to do so.
Oh,
Why don't the Venar want to involve themselves with humans?
because it's confusing.
In the wrong hands, our knowledge is dangerous. To know of the possible fluctuating futures, this can be a weapon to some who flow with time. We cannot interfere with your time. We are not allowed.
Who says?
The balance. The Guardian. The Guardian watches not only the balance between worlds, but also the balance within. Time is in balance, and if this balance is upset, the Guardian would know.
I thought the Guardian was gone.
So he is, and that makes it even more crucial to my people that we preserve the balance and not upset it. Chaos is our enemy, April Ryan, and we do our part to keep it at bay, as do you.
It has a deep story, though. You know, there's some games that I like to watch other people play, so I could look up a playthrough, possibly, if it looks like something up my alley. Hey, Losser. How you doing? What is the objective for this game? It's a point-and-click adventure, so it's a lot of story, basically, but you're April Ryan, and you've discovered that you're keeping the balance between two worlds, one of which you didn't know existed. And your goal is to help bring the balance to these two worlds again. That's the best way I can summarize the 6 or 7 hours we've played so far. But this kind of helps, maybe. Hi, Juan. I might be wrong, but I feel like you like games where the decisions you make impact the game. I do like that. I mean, I'm also up for games where I'm being taken on a journey and somebody's telling me a story. I like games with a good story, a good atmosphere, and that covers a lot of things. I usually don't like MMOs. I usually don't like strategy games. Yeah. Those are usually things I steer away from. What you up to, Juan? Better now that you're here. Did you have a rough day? Okay, that's cool. Trying to summarize it. Yeah, you going back?
Are you planning on ever going back to your people?
When we pass through the veil to the other side and time yet again opens up, I will return to my people. I look forward to that day. I miss my people, and it is hard to speak with your kind. It makes me tired.
I know what you mean. I'm a stranger here too.
You will bring us through the veil, April Ryan, and then we can both leave this place and go home.
Where is your home, Abnaxis?
Where is it?
Across the border mountains and north, to where the forests are evergreen, and where in winter the land turns white.
No, snow. I want snow. I'm so angry we have not had snow this winter. Arr. I'm good, Juan. Just relaxing and playing not Dreamfall, The Longest Journey. Dreamfall's the next one. Been doing a lot of thinking today about emote stuff. I haven't been on here since the one Asylum game in October. Asylum. Some horror game? Were we playing a horror game? I know, that's why I'm here. No more Fortnite, please. I thought Fortnite was going to be cool the first time I heard about it. Because I thought it was going to be just building the forts and protecting it against zombies that came in. and I thought that would be really fun. But then it turned into something else.
Do you know Father Tobias?
Tobias is a faithful servant of the balance, and he is a good man. He leads the Sentinel down a narrow path, but he never wavers. We are friends.
No.
So, I can trust him?
Trust is a concept which often puzzles me. Amongst my people there is never distrust. We always know the truth. But amongst your people, amongst those who flow with time, trust is important, a fragile thing. But yes, I do think Tobias is to be trusted fully. I cannot see beyond the veil, but up to that point there is no thread in which he betrays your trust, April Ryan.
No. That's cool. It's basically like, what a confusing species. Oh my gosh. You wish it was Friday? Me too. I told myself I cannot order in food unless it's the weekend. Friday counts as weekend. I'm trying to be vigilant. No snow in Denmark. Have plenty in Chicago. I can share if you want. Yes. Yes, please. Please send it this way. There might have been snow up north in Denmark, but none here where I live.
Have you heard of a man named Cortez?
No, I have not. But that does not mean I do not know him. Names are often fleeting, April Ryan.
He's my... well, some have called him my mentor, others a nutcase. I'm not sure which it is, but I'm leaning towards the former.
Your mentor? He is a shifter as well?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't travel. Shift between Stark and Arcadia.
I do not see him in my life, April Ryan. I do not know him. Beyond the veil, perhaps, but not before.
Thanks, Abnaxus.
You are always welcome, April Ryan.
You've never seen snow, Juan?
I need some help in my quest.
Yes, you did.
I did? And what did you answer?
That I will help you as much as I can, but in the end...
I'm on my own. I've heard that one before.
What, Red Spirit? What? What did you just type? Oh, you're typing the... what the game was at? Where she ended up being kidnapped and killing the kidnappers and saving her friend. You had to keep the anxiety down too, or you would relapse or something? So my character was kidnapped. Yeah, I thought, for a second there, I just thought Red wrote in the wrong chat or something really strange. You're not talking about, amnesia, are you? I didn't play Outlast 2 yet. I do that, but with chips like Doritos. I would buy some every day, but I tried to buy them just on the weekends. Right. I'm trying to be better.
What do you know about dragons?
I do not know much about the kin, but I do know a little. Perhaps it will help you, perhaps not. The Draic kin came to this world a very, very long time ago. Before the dawn of man, before the divide. The Venar had yet to learn to be outside time. and there were few other peoples on Earth. The kin played an important part in the divide, in separating magic from science, and in the founding of the Fathers, the Sentinel, to watch over the balance. It is said that after the divide of the 4 Dryad kin that came to Earth, 2 went to Stark, and 2 to Arkadiy. But that was a long time ago, 12,000 of your years. I do not know what has become of them since.
Asylum game. Are you talking about the cat lady? Hey! Chipster, thank you for gifting a sub to Juan. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why are you so nice? Enjoy your emotes, Juan. Thank you for being here. That's so nice. He's paying forward the gift they got from Cerizzle. Oh, Cerizzle. She's so sweet. I hope she's doing okay. I need to message her. What did she say? Thursday she has a tooth thing going on? Tuesdays is carrots and green beans. Saturday, Stofers. Like Tuesday is carrots and green beans, Saturday, Stofers. Yeah, you gotta be good throughout the week. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Chipster. Enjoy your emotes, Juan. I do plan on revamping them soon. I'm having a really hard time figuring out what emotions I want to use.
You don't know where I may find these dry kin?
No, the white of the Dryad kin, the mother, has, according to legend, been sighted. The tale of the silver spear of Gourmand speaks of the mother and her child. Though I think this is but a tale, and far from the truth.
The story is called The Silver Spear of Gourmand?
Yes, unfortunately I do not have this book myself, and I do not know of anyone who does.
Thank you! Horace, thank you for gifting a sub to Red Sparrow. Red Sparrow, please enjoy your emotes, and thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Koifer, how are you? Thank you as well. You guys are so nice. What's happening? Yeah, it's active, Mac. I don't know why it didn't just trigger. I don't know what has to happen. But I think I'm gonna turn it off or figure out how to make it not do the thing. It's too much going on my screen. I don't like it. How are you, Mac? How you feeling today? You weren't even sure you were going to stream today. That's true. That's true. What a day. No, you are. What you been up to? They're pretty cute. Aww. This one too. Yeah. So I'm thinking about keeping that one, the face emote, and then redoing all of the Spriggan emotes is my idea. They just don't get used, to be honest. The heart one is pretty much the only one that gets used. And I have some ideas in my head for something different. So I just have to narrow down what emotions I want them to have. And I have the artist picked out. I semi-know the character I want. I just have to figure out 4 different emotions that I want to use, which is really hard. Like, to narrow it down to just 4 is really, really hard. I have the entire week off, leave of absence from work. Ooh. Everything okay? What about the other dragon?
What about the other dragon? The other Dryad kin?
Of the Dryad kin, I only know of the mother, the white of the kin, although I have heard tell of a god who fell from the sky into the ocean a great long time ago. But this may also be just a tale.
Probably. Gasm, are mandatory. Kappa, Gasm, are mandatory. No. I'm not doing Gasm. I'm kind of keeping an eye on what you guys use a lot in chat, whether it's my emotes or other people's emotes. All work and no fun makes koi for a dull boy. No. Are you not working? You're bipolar, but you're out of it now. Do you take medicine for that? To help kind of keep things in order? That's gotta be hard. That sounds rough, Horace. Really rough. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. You like Lurk, Sad, Cozy, and Wave. I did like the Cozy. Was it, who used Cozy up there with like a cute little something in a blanket? Blanket? I tried to say both at the same time.
What else do you know about this god who fell from the sky?
Only what I have told you. Someone with greater knowledge of the ocean and the creatures that live beneath its surface may be able to tell you more.
Well then, Kappa for sure. But there's already a standard Kappa. I don't want to pay to have a special Kappa made, you know? I think the Monka and Pog emotes are the most used these days. Okay, the other argument that, not argument, but the other thing that we were talking about, some people from my stream team, is do people already have plenty of some of these emotes, so they want some of the more unique emotes when subbing to somebody else? I like the think emotes too, by the way. The think and the when the characters like got their head to the side with a little question mark. I love those. There's too many cute emotes. I used to, but it made me, I don't know, not funny anymore. I do feel okay now though. So it just made you feel like not yourself. Maybe there's something else they can do for you. Or some way you can train yourself to deal with it. I don't know. I'm not familiar with it too much. I'm sorry though. I hope it gets better somehow. Maybe with some medicine, different medicine or something. Going to work in a few minutes, just wanted to stop by to spread some love. Well, you succeeded. Thank you, Koifer, for the resub. I super appreciate it. Yeah, I like all of these cozy emotes. Aw, they're so cute. All seriousness, it kind of depends on emote style and how much detail you can fit for it to be still usable. Right. Think emotes are very rare? Very rare to have made or very rarely used? Yeah. Yeah, and I like those too. Oh my gosh. So there's the think with the thumb kind of up, and then there's the think that's like, I like that too. There's too many. Maybe emotes that are unique to you? Like the emotions, you mean? Yeah, I like the emotes too. They're similar to the think. I did not want to derail your stream with my You're fine. I'm just going through everything. You're fine. No derailing.
What else do you know about this god who fell from the sky?
I just asked that, didn't I?
Only what I have told you. Someone with greater knowledge of the ocean and the creatures that live beneath its surface may be able to tell you more.
I like the suspicious emotes as well, where it's like the standard suspicious ones. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like the eyes are like sort of half closed. Moozy raid. Moozy raid. Who's coming? Flashback. Yeah, like a chill emote. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to aim for, like a character I really like to show me. No, I've never heard of Flashback Kit. His meme emote? The cow's name is Moozy. I was like... Oh, it's a cow. Cute. Seeing that there's the awe emote. Ugh, I just don't have enough slots.
Have you heard of a disc that works as a key to the Guardian's realm?
It's
Yes,
cute.
but very little. It has been spoken of in the I Read Council only recently, brought to attention by the Tyrant Ambassador. He wished to know where it is kept.
And what was the answer?
No one at the council knows or admitted to knowing, and the ambassador was asked to speak with the Sentinel, which he is unlikely to concede to. The Tyrant are allied with the Vanguard, and so are in political and ideological opposition with the Sentinel. I know Vestrum Tobias. He would not speak a word with the Tyrant, nor the Vanguard. Not unless it was to challenge their philosophies.
Fair enough. Like, the suspicious one. Like, the character from... What's that show called? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. I'm completely blanking. That cartoon show. With the robot. And the guy that he's delivering a pizza and he accidentally falls into a machine and he's kept asleep for like thousands of years and then wakes up in the future. Futurama. Futurama. There's the word. Hi, Speed. I think I missed your message up there. Hello. Yeah, Futurama. And they use the redheaded character a lot for like suspicious emotes or memes. You know what I'm talking about? I like what emotes. Yeah. I never see you use them in here though. Fry, yeah. I mean, I can represent. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Redheaded character. What?
Do you know anything about a rift leading to the Guardian's realm?
I have heard speak of such a thing. I believe it was where the tower was built and the divide created. When the earth was one, it might still be open.
Any idea where it is?
I am afraid the Venar were never very involved in the affairs of the Sentinel, nor took any part in the divide except to agree to the necessity of it. We had little choice but to concede. We are a magical people. We need the balance, because we could not survive without magic.
Like this. Yeah, close to that. Close to that. Hi, Skaza. I support for the content, not for the call or the mutants. I get that. I think that's what most people sub for, at least 95% of the time. But if I can improve something and make some emotes that people will enjoy using, of course I want to go that extra mile. What else do you know about this god? Who put a sign? We've already asked that. So you don't know where I can find the disc?
So you don't know where I can find the disc?
No. Ask Vestrum Tobias.
Skaza! Don't start trouble.
How would I go about fighting chaos?
You cannot fight chaos. It is not so simple. To oppose chaos, one must return order to that which has been affected by chaos, and thus reduce its powers. But this is not something everyone can do. Only those ordained by the balance can embark on such a dangerous task and survive.
That's about it for now.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
I'll talk to you later, Abnaxis.
Blessings of the balance on your journey, April Ryan.
You gave me ammunition. I bet he's doing it because all the vinegar. Oh my goodness, you boys. You boys, I don't know what to do with you two.
It's a nicely crafted bench.
Cute. Gee. Hello.
Some of them look to be in English, but I know they're not. It's the Alta language Tobias told me about. The tongue of magic. Sounds a little disgusting, to be honest.
Oh, April. I didn't think that was gross until you put that in my brain.
Ruminations on the Chaos Principle by Roar Agastanja.
Oh my god, do each of these books have different titles?
The Death of a Venar by Galleons.
Oh my god. If I click on every single
A
one.
Brief History of the Northlands by Minstrom Lenier. By the look of it, it's not all that brief at all. Lord of the Rings. In Arkadian, I guess classic fiction really does cross all borders.
Lord of the Rings.
The Psychology of Stickmen by G. Godagger.
Oh my god. Is there really every single...
Principles of Waging a Winning War Against Superior Forces by General Hen Solber. Surviving the Border Mountains by Tomi Strand. Ruminations on the Chaos Principle by Roar Agastanja. The Death of a Venar by Galleons. A Brief History of the Northlands by Minstrom Lenier. By the look of it, it's not all that brief at all. Lord of the Rings. The Psychology of Stick. Principles of Waging a Winning War. Surviving the Border Mountains.
Oh, I didn't have
by
to click on
Tomi
each
Strand.
one. If I just keep clicking the bookshelf, it changes. Wow, disappointed.
I'll talk to you later, Abnaxis.
Blessings of the balance on your journey, April Ryan.
That's exactly the emotes I've been looking at, Mac. Very expressive, very simple, but you can see everything super easy. Those are some of my favorites. I like those and the Admiral Baru emotes quite a bit. I'm good. Ban them. Yeah, those are good emotes. I agree. There's a lot of good emotes out there. Yeah, that one's so cute. Maps to commemorate games you played, really enjoy would have been a good idea. See, that's the direction I was going with the Spriggans, and it didn't turn out so great. So I'd rather do like one character and sort of have them all similar, you know what I mean?
Hey, you. What's going on? Why didn't you deliver any maps yesterday?
I wasn't around, sorry.
Well, there are more maps to be delivered, and my customers are getting very impatient. Did you deliver the map to the Rolling Man?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me see his signature, and I'll give you your next delivery.
You know, like the hug ones? Like where they're hugging something?
Weren't you supposed to make a delivery to the Rolling Man?
Yes, I was.
Then what in the deepest, darkest recesses of Mount Tierney are you doing here? Get to it and remember to get his signature.
Didn't I already do that? I guess I didn't get his signature. I think I've heard people sub Daru simply for the emotes. Oh yeah. Small image with you with N7 armor or something. Yeah, but that wouldn't look right. Like, you wouldn't be able to see the details enough, I don't think. I think it would end up looking too goofy. No, not really, Horace. I have not.
Hi there, Mr. Westhouse. I'm back.
I don't really think I'm into that.
Word. What on earth possessed you to return to this godforsaken place? You were lucky to escape the first time, but now you're really pushing it.
It's not that bad a place, or else you wouldn't stay here. Besides, this time I didn't exactly come here by choice.
I stay here because I'm a true masochist, Miss Ryan. And who forced you to come? Was it Cortez?
He doesn't even know I'm here, unfortunately. No, I think I had some kind of accident with my so-called powers. I shifted in my underwear.
No, ha! Isn't that the way it is, though? We always cross the rift at the most inopportune times. Care for a drink? Oh, no, that's right. You, don't.
Would you mind helping me with a few questions?
I've nothing better to do, so shoot.
Do you know anything about dragons?
I try to stay out of the affairs of the kin these days. What precisely do you wish to know about the damn beasts?
There are 2 dragons in Arcadia, and I'm trying to locate them.
Yeah, I've heard that tale myself, but no, I don't know anything about it. You'd be better off speaking with the Sentinel Minstrum. After all, religion is their specialty, not mine.
But yeah, I've never been into like the D&D stuff and like role-playing games where it's like the critical role stuff, like that's not my thing. I like playing RPGs in general, but not like fully getting that into it or like voicing a weird character or something.
Did you ever hear a story about a god who fell from the sky?
Stories aren't my thing, April. You should visit a library. I'm sure you'll find some stories in the books. I know the Sentinel have a library somewhere near the city. I've also heard rumor of a people with wings who do nothing but observe and record history through stories. But I don't know if that's all it is. A rumor. Still, if you're looking for stories, it may be wise to check it out and see if you can find them.
Mac gets it. Mac totally gets it.
What did you say about the flying people?
They're supposed to be great storytellers, and they've been observing this world for a very long time. But it could only be a rumor.
I'm looking for a disc that will open up the Guardian's realm.
That's religion, Miss Ryan. And the only things I worship are whiskey, a good cigar, and a nice long... Anyway, don't ask me about all that, balance mumbo-jumbo.
Okay.
Would you be able to tell me where I could look for the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
In Tobias's pants, if he had his wish, I'm sure. No, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about the Guardians, balance, Sentinel, or gardening. Now, if you're interested in bullfighting, I could talk all night.
Bullfighting's a horrible act of cruelty to animals, and not much of a sport at all.
I'll just forget you said that, Miss Ryan. If there's one thing I miss about Stark, it's bullfighting.
You'll be happy to hear, then, that they abolished bullfighting hundreds of years ago.
Boom.
Damn.
I can't think of any more questions for now.
Then, let's talk about other things, shall we?
Thanks, Mr. Westhouse.
Anytime, April. Come back if you're homesick and you feel like talking to a fellow alien.
Sign this, please. It's just to confirm that I made the delivery.
Certainly.
Hi, baby Thea. How are you? 2 years and 7 months. Jeez. So is it signed now? Did I get it signed? B. Westhouse. I'm good, baby Thea.
Here's your next delivery. I'm
Getting
out
hungry.
of the Northlands to a Tun Lyak, staying at the Journeyman Inn. And be quick about it. She's been waiting since the day before yesterday.
Oh my goodness. I should save. I haven't saved?
I look like a serving maid.
Hey, big time flannel. Thanks. How are you? How's it going? When I asked Obnoxious about the Jaikin, he didn't really know much about them except for a story he'd heard about a god who fell from the stars into the ocean a long time ago. Whatever this so-called god may be, it's a fair chance it's got something to do with these dragonkin creatures. It might be a good idea to run this by somebody who knows more about the myths and legends of the sea. Interesting. Dinner tonight. Oof. It depends on if Niels comes home for dinner. He hasn't been home for dinner the last few nights. Maybe just some pasta with some marinara sauce. Maybe some garlic bread. Or I can make mashed potatoes with spinach and cucumbers on the side. Do I have anything else I could put in there? I didn't pick up mushrooms. Oh, I have some of that bulgur salat I could put on there. So maybe something vegetarian tonight. I told you many times, and I'm telling you again, you look like Cara Delevingne. Ayy. Do I still look like her? Is it a car? Who is that in that emote? Sounds interesting. Yeah. What about you? Super! It's like a cooking stream. Oh my god. Cooking streams are so difficult with my setup. I need to get a laptop. Brian Westhouse just told me something I should remember. I keep wanting to say Brian. My last teacher in Denmark was called Brian Westhouse, but his name is Brian if you're saying it the American way. Just told me something I should remember. He said that he's heard stories about a winged people who observe and record history. If they've got records going back thousands of years, maybe they know something about the whereabouts of the disc, the jewels, or even the entrance to the Guardian's realm. Definitely worth checking out. Oh, is it Hecky? Wait. That face emote, is that Hecky? Oh, I need to go back in the temple, I think. Aw, Niels just texted me. Eating dinner here tonight again. Free. It's okay. I told him I wasn't planning on it. Spaghetti for one it is.
Good morning, Tobias.
Why, it's April, my friend from Stark. Have you come to visit us again?
So it appears. I didn't exactly come here by choice this time, though.
Oh? How so, if I may ask?
In a weird and twisted way, it's nothing out of what's become the substitute for ordinary in my life. One second I was in my room in Newport. The next, I was in a dark alley in Mercuria.
You must have opened a shift while you were sleeping. Good. This means you are learning to harness your magic.
Yeah, I guess, except I don't think I'll be able to get back home again. And this time, my mentor, Cortez, has no idea that I'm here.
Ah, but I'm sure you will find a way to channel and control your power soon. In the meantime, is there anything I can do to help?
Vegan non-chicken burgers or no bull steak burgers? Ooh. So some sort of burger. Mukbang stream. And we can all eat dinner together. That would be cute.
I need help getting back home.
Unfortunately, I'm in no better state today to help you shift than I was the day before yesterday. You are the one with the talent, and so you must learn to use that talent.
What, Thea?
I need to locate the disc that unlocks the Guardian's tower.
The disc that is the key? Yes, it is needed. It might even restore balance, provided the new Guardian accompanies it to the tower, of course. But you wish to find the disc yourself?
I have to. Cliché or not, it's our only hope.
You do this often, then? You know, save worlds?
It's an expression. Heroism in my world is more of a cliché than anything else.
I do not understand. But then I am merely a servant of the balance, while you are more. But yes, the disc. As I told you once before, when the Earth was divided, and the realm of the Guardian created, a disc was forged in the Well of Making. The disc was to serve two purposes. As a key to the Tower of Balance should it become necessary to enter it in the Guardian's absence. And as a replacement for the disc that is already in the tower should it be broken. The tower is now abandoned and locked, and the old disc shattered. I do think the time is right for the second disc to be brought forward and used.
Where is the disc now?
At first, more than 12,000 years ago, it was kept in the open, at the Sentinel Enclave outside Mercuria. However, when thieves attempted to make away with the disc, it was taken away.
Why?
So that the 4 parts of the disc could be divided amongst 4 of the magical people of Arkadiy. People who would have nothing to gain from the balance being compromised.
What people were the disc divided amongst?
This I cannot tell you. I am not sure anyone remembers now. But it would be in the scriptures, I am certain.
What scriptures?
The scriptures of the balance. There are 13 of them. 13 is a strong number, rich in tradition, and... Did you know the Irede High Council consists of 13 ministers? No, of course you don't. 13 was also the number of the fathers who begat the Sentinel, and who built the Tower of Balance.
You met her on Iceland, but she carried you? I'm confused.
Where can I find the scriptures of the balance?
Pay a visit to the Sentinel Enclave, located outside the city to the east. The great library of the Enclave contains every book ever written by an Arkadian minstrel, and most others as well. Speak with Minstrom Yerin, the keeper of books. Tell him I sent you.
Oh, he's got the hookup at the library.
I need to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
There is one. You are right in that, but where, I would not venture to guess. In the past, when the time came for the Guardian to step down and another to take his or her place, the Guardian opened a gateway wherever it was needed. A Guardian, still in full control of the balance, can invite anyone in, and let anyone out. But with the Guardian gone, the only way in would be the point where the divide was first created, where the tower was built.
Isn't that location written down somewhere?
Remember that this was done on the old Earth before the divide. After the divide, after the creation of Stark and Arkadiy, places were shifted about. This entrance may not even be on the ground anymore.
What do you mean?
It could be up there, in the sky, or far below us, through the crust of the earth into the molten depths below. I cannot say, and I do not know anyone who could.
I need to locate the 2 dragons that reside in Arkadiy.
The Drykin?
What's the difference?
Dragons is a word from your world. The kin are not what they have become in your legends and fairy tales.
But they're real, aren't they?
Oh, as real as you and me, April. And old. They have been here since before our time. As you probably remember, the kin were instrumental in the divide, saving mankind from a terrible end. But I know so little. Only what I can remember from my studies when I was a minstrel at the Enclave.
Thank you, Tobias.
Good to know I could help you, April.
Here's the library. I could also go here and make the delivery.
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
It is I.
I'm looking for a guest of yours, Tunlayak.
The sailor? She is looking for work today, I'm afraid. With most of the ships moored to the docks for balance knows how long, it is difficult for sailors to find work.
Do you know when Tunlayak is expected back?
I could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ships in harbor, she will not find one that needs a navigator anytime soon.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, child.
The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor. It's a circular hollow about 20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep.
Yes, I am shapeshifter. You figured it out.
It's one of the Sentinel minstrels.
Oh, goodness me, I didn't hear you come in. By the way, you haven't seen Volume 6 of the complete annotated history of the Northlands, have you? I could have sworn it was here yesterday.
Sorry, no.
I guess someone else must have taken it. I try to tell them to write down what they borrow on the list, but they never listen. Only last week I spent 3 hours searching the entire Enclave for the second scripture of the ballads, the scripture of song, before I realized that Vestrum Tobias was studying it back in the city. Now, such incidents could be avoided if only, and this applies to you too, young lady, people would sign out the books they borrow when they borrow them, and sign them back in when they're done. Such a simple procedure. It shouldn't take more than a few seconds to jot down your name and the name of the book you borrow. It makes my job so much easier.
I understand.
Now, which book did you want me to find for you?
Are you Minstrom Yaren?
Yes, of course.
Yes, like
What
the
a silly
shifters there.
question.
How would I know? I don't know you.
I am Minstrom Yaren, keeper of the great library of Mercuria. In fact, this is the greatest library of all the Northlands.
Why is there water in a library?
Perhaps of the entire world. Although they say the Dark people have a library as big, if not bigger, than this one. But of course, we're not allowed anywhere near there. Have you been there?
I don't think...
What a silly question. Of course you haven't. You're not of the Dark people, are you? You don't look like any Dark people I've ever seen, so I can't see how you could possibly... Now, where did Volume 6 disappear to?
Tobias said I should talk with you.
Tobias? Vestrum Tobias? I haven't seen him for... Well, he was in last week, but before that it must have been days at least. How is he? Still eating enough for 2 mules? I must tell you of this funny story I heard the other day, of how Vestrum Tobias eats enough for a table full of minstrum. Or was it one Elguan? Although the Elguan don't, as a rule, eat very much at all.
Oh my god.
Did you know that the Elguan can smell water more than half a day's journey away? Amazing, amazing creatures, perfectly suited for life in the desert. The balance provides, that's for certain. The balance provides.
Let's
Vestrum Tobias recommended that I look at some books.
Books is what we do best here at the Enclave. That is for certain. Which book would you like to see?
I'm looking for a story called The Silver Spear of Gourmand.
Yes, a fanciful tale if I ever saw one, but a charming one. Did you know that I'm often paid visit by adventurers wishing to read everything available on the spear so that they too can set out on their foolish quests?
Yeah, don't you just hate those adventurers?
Well, they pay for my bread, milk, and butter with their contributions to the coffers, so I shouldn't be too critical of them. But they care not about the books. They care only about what the books can give them.
I care. About the books, really.
I can tell. So, the Silver Spear of Gourmand, then?
We're about to have to do a lot of reading. Isn't that fun? Oh no. Reading is for nerds. How many of you read on a regular basis, like books?
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Not just Twitter posts.
I look like a serving maid.
The Silver Spear of Gourmand. In the glory days of Bakshiva, before the drought when Gourmand was the greatest city in the known world, the Parkek of Bakshiva decided to forge the most powerful weapon in the world to challenge the mighty white dragon. The Parek had grown greedy and bored, his treasure hold filled with the riches of the world, and he desired nothing except the one thing he could never have: the unborn daughter of the white dragon, the fairest, purest, most beautiful creature in the universe. He had asked the white dragon for her daughter's hand in marriage, but she had refused, scolding him for his insolence and warning him to keep his distance from immortals. And so the Parek sought the advice of a mighty sorcerer, the dark and cruel Aus, to learn how to kill one of the Drag Ken. The sorcerer told the Parek of the white silver of Mount Tyranny, the strongest substance in Arcadia, and how it could be forged by magic to kill even one of the kin. The Parek ordered his army to go north across the ocean and to bring back enough white silver to shape a weapon. When his men returned with the rare metal, the Parek ordered the finest blacksmith in Bakshiva to his castle, where Aros the sorcerer cast a spell to create an unholy forge. 10 days and 10 nights it took before the exhausted blacksmith could present a tall spear to his emperor. But before the spear could be used to kill one of the kin, it had to be bathed in blood, beheading the poor blacksmith and the soldiers who had retrieved the white silver from Mount Tyranny. The Parek's private bath was filled with their blood. As he dropped the silver spear into the red bath watched over by owls, a terrible scream erupted and steam rose up in a red, foul-smelling cloud. When the steam lifted, the blood was all gone, and the spear was glowing in a deep red color. With the terrible weapon now ready to be wielded, the Parek issued a challenge to the white dragon to either surrender her daughter to him for marriage or to suffer a painful death at his hand. Enraged, the white dragon refused him yet again and flew to meet the Parek, his sorcerer, and his 1,000-strong army on the green fields outside the Gourmand. Of the magical silver spear, she knew nothing, and the Parek kept it wrapped in cloth by his side. Bring your forces around Parak, warned the white dragon. If you do not, I will lay waste to them all. I wish my men no harm, lied the Parak, for this is between the two of us. He then rode forward alone and dismounted his horse, but stayed within reach of the spear. The white dragon landed before him, and she said, "You are brave to face me like this, when you know you cannot harm me." Then the Parak raised a hand as if to greet her, but it was instead a sign to his sorcerer, the terrible Aus, who cast a mighty spell to hold the white dragon while the Parak drew his silver spear. The white dragon fought bravely, and she was close to escaping the sorcerer's magic, but the Parak was quick, and he thrust the magic spear into her chest. She screamed in pain and anger, and the sorcerer's spell could no longer hold her. Rising on her beautiful wings, blood pouring down on the land below, she cursed Bathsheba, her Parak, and her people for all time. Wherever the white dragon's blood fell, the land turned arid, and grass became sand. The Parak sent his army to follow the white dragon and to bring back her egg. But the drought grew, and within days, the once proud empire of Bathsheba was turned into a desert. Then followed a fierce storm that tore across the land for 100 days and nights. And when the dust settled, there was nothing left for Bathsheba but 2 coastal cities and a few scattered oases. It is said that in the buried ruins of a lost capital, wrapped in the arms of the Parak, who dared test the immortal, rests the silver spear of Gorram.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
You love reading. I can't remember the last time I read an actual book novel. The only thing I read are tech articles. The only thing you read are tech articles, documents, code tutorials, etc. Well, you're doing something interesting. Challenging your brain all the time. The Starless Sea. Ooh, I've never heard of that. What, is that a sci-fi, fantasy? I decided to take the Goodreads challenge and set myself a goal for 20 books this year. I'm loving it. I think I'm gonna smash 20. Holy moly. How many have you read so far? Like a romance book? Ooh. If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. I'm trying to branch out. I usually read sci-fi, fantasy, but I'm reading Where the Crawdads Sing, and surprisingly love it. Where the Crawdads Sing? That sounds interesting. The Silent Patient. I haven't read a good mystery book in a long time. I should look into these. Let's see. Should we read another story?
Oh, goodness. It's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
A book on the history of Mercuria would be interesting.
Ah, an extensive subject, to be sure. I will do my best.
Oh, goodness. We're gonna be here forever. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland and Grimm stories. Ooh. I'm wanting to read all the Witcher books. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this year. We'll see. It depends on how interesting they are, I suppose.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
You read 4 so far. Dang. And it's just January? Travels in the Northlands by Jemaine the Discoverer. The first part. In many In my many years as a traveling poet and bard, I have journeyed far and wide across the fair realm of Arkadiy, and I have seen sights most people have not dreamed. I have stood on the magnificent and terrible southern capes in the midst of winter, when the storms are at their fiercest, while waves as tall as the towers of Alta washed over my frozen body. I have witnessed the monstrous beasts that lurk in those dark and deadly waters of the south. Swallow brave galleons whole, creatures the size of mountains that will, with a flick of a tail, can touch the depths of the sea and the stars themselves. I have crossed the great ocean from north to south and from east to west, and in the course been stranded on desert islands with no sustenance but what I could gather from the sparse vegetation for months at a time. I have ridden the giant Elguan across the, I can't pronounce that, the wasteland from Altaban to Montereba, and further south where the Teruk, the oasis, are few and far between. And I have seen the shifting dunes above the ruins of Gorram, precious jewel of the Bakshivan. So Nordic. Hey, Twice Cooked Pork, how are you? I heard Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz is meant to be a good thriller. I think my father-in-law reads Dean Koontz books. It was meant to be a series, so that put you off. Oh, you read the third one? Ugh, gee. There's a movie. The movie was really good. When did the movie come out? Empire concealed by centuries by the coarse and treacherous sand, and I have journeyed far west, carried on goodwill and destiny by shadow ships, to the strange and unknown cliffs of a world unseen by most, a world of unfamiliar tongue and customs, a world of great wonder and mysticism. I have seen all this and more, but the fairest sights still I have seen in the lands of the north. From Erupted to the border mountains, from Tavern to the Bay of Fire, no sight can ever compare to the dawn at Mount Tyranny, looking out to the plains of Nedra, where wild stallions run free in the thousands. This is kind of boring stuff. These lands are blessed by the Creator, shaped by men, yet wild and free and fertile, home to the greatest cities, the most precious sights, and the most cultured and civilized people in Arkadiy. Of all the fires I have rested my weary legs by, of all the taverns where I have learned the legends of tale spinners and memorized the songs of bards, of all the lands where I have wandered from city to village, it is to the Northlands I return time and time again to learn ever more. Join me now, for I will evoke in you the very emotions I first experienced when visiting the sights and treasures of the northern lands. Mercuria, thou unkempt diamond of capitals, thou art by truth the fairest. How long is this? I don't want to read all this.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
2013, okay. Not too long ago. Why can't they make the sequels?
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I'd like to read some Arkadian folktales.
I don't actually
A
know
favorite topic of mine. I have just what you're looking for.
if this is relevant, like, to this. I guess it's just a lot of lore. I don't know if it's relevant to solving puzzles, though. It was on Netflix?
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Was the name of the film Odd Thomas? Sadra, the faithful wife. Sadra was married to a brute of a man named Care. He was a bully who drank, cursed, gambled, and beat up his wife when he'd lost coins at the cups table. Still, Sadra treated Care with respect and care. Maybe this is more Car. She fed him when he was hungry, she made his bed and washed his back, and she laid down with him when he told her to. She never complained of her hardship to anyone, even though some days she woke up with bruises all over her body. Despite her husband's treatment, Sadra was a beautiful woman, with lovely dark hair and green eyes, and men would admire her when she went to the market for food or the town, well, for water. But none dared approach her, fearing her dangerous husband more than they admired her beauty and grace. People would say, poor Sadra, she deserves better than what she has. She is so good and patient, even though her husband mistreats her every day. But no one was willing to do anything to free her from her husband, as they all feared his wrath. She chooses her own path, they would say, and it is not our duty to interfere. Then one day, a tall and handsome prince rode into town to visit with the elder council. When he spotted Sadra carrying 2 heavy buckets from the well to her home on the edge of town, he was taken with her beauty and youth, and he jumped down from his horse to help her carry her buckets home. Hi, Bearded. How are you? On the way, he offers Sadra courtship. Wow, that's quick. But when told she was already married, he bowed respectfully and excused himself for acting inappropriately. That night, Sadra's husband heard about the prince helping his wife, and after striking her down for letting royalty interfere with her duties, he strode drunkenly, for he had already had his usual fill of dark ale, towards the tavern where the prince and his cohorts were staying. When Car arrived at the tavern, the prince was eating dinner, and when told Sadra's husband was there to see him, the prince stood and waved the man closer. I must congratulate you on your good taste in marriage, said the prince. For your wife is the most beautiful and good-hearted woman I have ever met. And then he offered Car a seat and a tall mug of ale, but the angry husband did not appreciate the prince's advances. And he drew a sword and lunged at the prince before his guards could react. The prince was quick and lucky to avoid certain death. And before Car could make a second strike, the prince had recovered his sword from where it stood by the wall, and stood ready to fight the brute. Leave him be, called the prince, when his guards drew arms and ran to protect their liege. This is between him and me. Smiling briefly, he nodded his head to Car and stood to attention. Obviously, his skill with the sword was formidable. Car, a coward at heart, knew that if he fought fairly, he would surely die, and he sheathed his sword but loosened the knife he had tucked up his long sleeve. My pardon, Prince, said Car. My love for my wife is such that I am blinded by jealousy. I offer you friendship and apologies. He extended an open hand to the prince, and smiled a broad lizard smile. The prince, unaware of Kair's mistreatment of his faithful wife, smiled back, put down his sword, and extended his own hand. Your apology is accepted, sir. Then suddenly, Kair's knife was in his hand and moving in a blur towards the prince's exposed throat. Had it not been for the quick eye of a nearby guard who, with the broad side of his sword, struck Kair on the side of his head, the prince would have been dead. I'm good, Bearded. Just reading a little story. Yeah, Cerizzle did 10 gifted subs yesterday. It was so nice of her. I hope you enjoy the emotes. This is actually an interesting story, though. The knife carved a deep scar in the prince's shoulder, but did no serious harm. Kair was taken away to the town prison to be judged. When the sun rose, his crime was surely punishable by death, especially if Sadra would testify to his cruelty in front of the judge. Yeah, this story's engaging, I feel like. Free of Kair's tyranny, the townspeople now spoke of Sadra's suffering by her husband's hand. But Sadra would not herself, even now, speak against her husband. And instead of being sentenced to death, Kair was sent away to work the king's mines for 25 years. Taken with her faithfulness, the prince yet again offered Sadra courtship. But again, Sadra declined, for she was still a married woman. Then, 1 year later, Kair attempted to escape the king's mines by killing 2 guards and climbing the walls. But he was shot down with an arrow and died in agony and disgrace. Again, the prince visited Sadra's town, bringing condolences and a renewed offer of courtship. And this time, Sadra agreed. Months later, the prince and Sadra were married in a glorious ceremony. And when the old king died, the prince became regent, and Sadra his queen. She was as good a queen as the land had ever seen, and she was loved dearly until the day she died. And her funeral was the grandest and most tearful in memory. Aw, I like that story. Rot Rose, thank you for the raid. Are you in here? Cat? Rip Sadra. No, I like that story. You feel like you're listening to an audiobook. You're gonna feel that way a lot with this game. I hope you like audiobooks. Okay. This story is called The Children of the Lake. There was a village by a lake where no couple had borne a child for 20 years. The villagers were desperate, for without children, their village would wither and die. And they turned to their god for help. The next morning, 50 young children rose out of the misty lake and wandered onto the shores, much to the joy of the childless women. "We are yours," said one of the children. That's kind of scary. "As long as you remember one thing. You are never to fish from this lake again. Instead, you must learn to hunt in the forest and live off the land." The villagers agreed, though they worried they might go hungry since they were used to catching and eating fish from the lake. But it didn't take long before they had taught themselves to hunt and grow wheat and potatoes in the fields. 18 years passed, and then one day an old man grew tired of rabbits and deer and potatoes and bread, and he longed to catch a big fish and cook it over a sizzling fire. He took his boat out to where the villagers would not see him, and he sank his line. Almost immediately, he caught a large trout, But as he was rowing back to shore, he saw the children of the lake wander from their homes back into the dark waters from whence they came. Their mothers called for them, tried to hold on to them, begged them not to leave, but they would not speak. And one by one, they disappeared into the lake. The old fisherman then saw, as the children sank into the murky waters, how they turned into large fish and sped off into the deep. He was shameful then, and dropped his catch back in the water, but it was too late, and the village would forevermore remain childless.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
I kind of like that there was a grand funeral. I think that's, you know, more true to life. So the story is about how it's better to sleep with a prince when your dead husband's corpse is still hot. I don't think it was a really great story overall for a lesson. I don't know. It was an interesting story overall.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Hopefully a mother would explain, or a father, like, hey, if you ever find yourself in a situation like this, don't do it. Look how stupid it was. Some grim fairy tale nonsense. Personally, I like it. Personally, I would like it. Children's stories don't pull the punches. Wait. Rephrase. How long does this game take to complete?
Could I see some more books?
I mean, I guess it depends.
Oh,
Let me see
what a silly question.
what the average is. Let's see. Ooh, I wonder if there's more folk tales I could read. I like the folk tales.
I'd like to read some more Arkadian folktales.
Did I mention how much I like folktales?
17
Just a
hours for the main story and 20 hours for like extras. I don't know what the extras would be though. I like it when children's stories don't pull their punches. Thank you, voice to text. Don't pull their punches. Hey, Brown. How you doing?
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Let's see if this is some news stories. This is now our reading stream. No, it's the same. RIP! It reminds me of in Skyrim, you know, like reading all the extra stories.
Let me take that back for you.
They made games last that long back then? What do you mean, Zach? Pull their punches. I feel like I don't understand what that means. Pull their punches. Sounds like a phrase. When they are critical. So you like when they don't actually say what they mean, they just leave it up to the reader to make a decision about the story's content? Oh. Oh, he speaks bluntly. He does not pull any punches. I feel like I've never heard that. Jeez, and I've been speaking English for how long? To finish games, because I try to talk to everyone and click everything. Right, Tank. That's how I am. Except I skipped the history. They made games last that long. Yup. Guess so.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Let's
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
Are there any books about flying people who observe and tell stories?
Winged storytellers, hmm? Let me see what I can find. Hold on.
No, it's not Fishko. It's like my second. I really like it though. Yeah, when you were younger, you just blasted through games. Didn't look at anything else. Just
I did find something of interest.
tried to get to
I'll
the
leave it
end.
here for you to read.
Hi, Mesk. How
The
the
island
heck
of
are you?
Elias, near the Briston Atoll. Maybe I should try to go there.
Oh. A crafty winged people who have recently dwindled in numbers and whose ability to fly long distances has been steadily diminishing over the past few centuries. Dalatian are known for their ability to remember and tell stories from before the dawn of mankind and up to modern events. The largest known tribe of Altian with whom traders have occasional contact resides on the otherwise uninhabited island of Elias. Cool.
Are you done?
That was short.
Let me take that back for you.
What you up to today? We have a question of the day for anybody else that's just coming in. What are some small things that make you happy? What are simple things in life that make you happy? I think it was either to brag to my friends I'd beaten the game or so I could talk about it with them. That's the problem nowadays, trying to play a game or watch something before people start talking about it. That's a big problem that we have to avoid these days.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
I need to find out which 4 magical people of Arcadia were given a piece of the stone disc that serves as the key to the Guardian's realm.
The stone disc of the balance, yes? Yes. There could possibly be something on that in... let me check. Just one moment.
Coffee and reading. That's super cozy. I like that. Philly cheesesteaks. I can get behind food making people happy. A good meal can cure a bad day. That's what I always say.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Please be short. Scripture of the Breaking. Regarding the disc of the balance and the events that came about when the disc was broken. The scriptures tell us that the disc was kept at the Enclave for many thousands of years, safely guarded from any threat by the respect held by every man and woman for the authority of the fathers. But with dissent came disobedience, and disobedience brought immorality, and immorality beget theft. Begot. Tyrant soldiers aided by Sentinel traders attempted to make away with the disc, but were thwarted by the wight of the kin herself. Intervening, although forbidden to do so on behalf of the fathers, the disc was brought safely back to the Enclave, but the threat would linger in the minds of the Menstrum and the Vestrum. So it became that the disc was melted in the forge of the Dragon's Mouth, shaped into the elements of 4 magical people, and given to these respective people for safekeeping, until such a time when it was decreed that the disc should once more be whole. 1 stone to the gentle souls that sing in the dark and shape the earth between. Their toes, 1 stone between. I hate how it cuts off sentences. The earth between their toes. 1 stone to the watchers of the woods, the ones who are outside. 1 stone to the 2 that make one, of air and of sea, and 1 stone to the keepers of the dark flame, the eternally dark, the mariners. When the time comes for the disc to be whole again, 1 person will make a journey to the 4 who hold the pieces, and the pieces will be given willingly, because there will be no doubt to the righteousness of this person.
Are you done?
Okay, that wasn't too long.
For you.
So we found out more about the people we're looking for. Time for another book.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such
You're
a
reading
fright.
this book on stuff like how to live a mountain man lifestyle? What? So is it giving you survival tips and whatnot?
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
This one,
I'd like to learn more
Last
about
one.
dragons, about the Dragonkin.
I think.
Oh, yes, yes. We have some wonderful books on that topic. Stay here.
I'm getting sleepy. How to make tools, how to build a log cabin, setting traps, etc. What? Did you have any of those kinds of skills already? I don't think I would survive.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
I have no survival skills whatsoever. The Draken are known by many names throughout the Twin Worlds. Okay, we know this. In Altung, they are often referred to as Jakin. In some variations of Low Tongue, Jakin, Jakine. In the Southlands, the word Jaghook refers specifically to the winged lizard shape traditionally associated with the kin. In Earhead, the eternal spirits of the kin are called simply Jock, regardless of their current shape. In Stark, most cultures refer to the kin as dragon, though this usually refers only to the winged lizard-like shape and not the spirit inhabiting this shape. In fact, while in Arkadiy, the kin are respected and revered as eternal spirits with great significance in the balance and the all. In Stark, the kin are mostly creatures of mythology and fairy tales. However, in some Stark legends and scriptures, notably the Christian Bible, the name dragon is associated with the forces of evil. And thus, the religious connotations do seem to have carried over in a somewhat distorted form. Who is the creator? Who or what is the all? Questions thus asked will remain in perpetuity. To condense all knowledge of the creator into one answer is futile, as in any attempt to define the all without describing every single element that makes up the all. So also with the Draken, we cannot answer. Questions that deal with what we can see and hear and feel. Born of the emptiness between the stars. Shaped in unison with the all, part of the all, yet outside the all. Why so many variations and interpretations of the kin from culture to culture? The kin have always been shrouded in mystery, and from mystery rises legend and myth. The kin seem content to be seen as nothing but tall tales and figments of a bard's fertile imagination.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Okay, that's it for reading. Not really per se, but it's kind of been this fever dream I have of moving to Alaska and just surviving. What? I don't know if they'll let you just build a cabin in the middle of nowhere, but if they never find you, I guess you're fine? How'd the camera in Finding Nemo hold their breath so long? Oh my goodness, cool, bro. You are ridiculous. I don't think there was anything else to say to this guy.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
Actually, I don't feel like reading right now.
Don't feel like... very well. Though it is the strangest thing I've heard in a while. How can you not feel like reading?
I'll see you later.
Yes, good.
Okay, I'm gonna save real quick. Maybe we should see if that girl's back yet. Nope. Okay, there's obviously something else I need to do, but I can't remember what. Joe Rogan recently had one guy unsuspended for 9 years. What? Whoa. The only thing I'd be concerned about is if you have a serious health issue.
Did you make your delivery to Tunlayak at the Journeyman Inn yet?
I forgot all about that.
By the balance, get to it.
Let's go to the...
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
14 months? Was he okay after that? Do you think you could go that long without human contact?
About my quest.
Anything I can do to help, April Ryan?
So you don't know where I can find the disc?
No. Ask Vestrum Tobias.
That's about it for now.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
I'll talk to you later, Abnaxis.
Even if you're
Lessons
not
of the balance on your journey, April Ryan.
a people person, I feel like going that long without contact, human contact, could be extremely difficult. Like, I'm not a super social human being, but not getting out of the apartment for 2 or 3 days really makes me go mad. I can't imagine, like, 14 months not talking to anybody. Good food makes you happy. Me too. What's your favorite kind of food? Whoa, who's that?
Assorted car.
Oh, I can't click on them. It's scary. Talk to him.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Do you know anything about a god that fell from the sky into the sea?
Of course. You find fallen gods most everywhere these days. They're an air and a hand.
Really?
No, of course not. There are no fallen gods in the sea. It wouldn't make much sense, would it? If the sea was full of gods just lying about the seabed.
So you've never heard of such a thing happening?
Now you got it.
Do you know the island of Elias?
The vacation paradise of the ancient Delmari? Certainly.
How do I get there?
It's near the Briston Atoll, but boats rarely travel directly to Briston from Marcuria. You'd have to travel via Guyenne.
Can you give me a lift to Guyenne on your ship?
There are 3 problems with that scenario. Number 1, there's no wind, so we can't set sail south. Number 2, I lost my navigator a few weeks past, and I have yet to find his replacement. And number 3, you're a woman. We don't let women on board the White Dragon.
Isn't that a bit sexist?
Sexy is just what I worry about. What with a boat full of men being out at sea for months at a time?
Not sexy, sexist.
I'm a sailor, girl. What do you expect? Good bedside manners?
I'd really appreciate it if I could hitch a ride with you to Guyenne.
Ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
I'd really appreciate it if I could hitch a ride
Thank
with you to
you,
Guyenne.
TJ.
Ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
What were you playing? I guess he could. He was on that show, Life Before Zero, and he actually had found his wife after the show aired. What did she do? Run out there and find him? This is a very vegetarian. Yeah, it's very detrimental to the psyche to not have like a social group. I've learned that since moving to a new country and trying to make new friendships, it's been really rough trying to find a new social life. So this is a good game? I love it. I don't know if a lot of people would because of kind of the gameplay maybe, but I love it. I love the story. I love the environment. It's like, this is gorgeous. I don't know if I could tell somebody, you will love this if you play it, because I feel like it requires, I don't know, being patient with old point and click games, maybe. A little bit. something I'm missing? I think it's just be one of those most freeing things so you're just completely independent and connecting to nature on a different level. Yeah. And that would be on the extreme end of doing it, for sure. Like I said, health issues or getting hurt and social stuff would be a little worrying. But also there's something freeing about just, okay, you have a house, you need to feed yourself. You don't have to worry about taxes and keeping up with the tax man or any sort of paperwork, your bank account, mail, all of these things that keep us kind of, I don't know, in the real world. You can just kind of get down to the basics. Ooh, Rocksmith. Nice. Can we get a shout out for TJ, please? He's super duper nice. I haven't gotten to spend a lot of time in your streams, but you stream quite often and you like to play Rocksmith. She quit her job as an accountant to be out there with him. Before even really meeting him, or? Board games have been my go-to find new people trick. Are you going to like places to play games? Okay, one moment. Hi, Gandon. Old man. Johannes. Hello, hello. It is one of the better point-and-click adventures. Oh, yes. Programming, Rocksmith, and other games. Thank you, Mac. Okay, one moment. I just have to run to the restroom. Ooh, you've been playing Elite Dangerous. I've never played that. You've gotten yourself ill again. Gandon, Gandon, Gandon. Why you do this? You have some food that needs to get inside you. I need to make some food very soon. I'm kind of stuck at this part. I forgot what I need to do. I will say the puzzles and some of this is shit. I play for the story purely. Thanks, G.
Are you busy?
Ollie!
I'm never too busy for you, April. What may I assist you with today?
Thank you. Enjoy your emotes. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. 28 months. Have you been coming to this stream that long? Oh my gosh.
How can I get more information on the Dratkin?
Books, daughter,
Thanks,
books.
TJ.
The wisdom of the ages. There is one tome you should study, called The Secrets of the Dry-Kin, by Minstrom Elniak. It is old but informative, and it captures the imagination.
Did we read that one?
Where can I find this book?
Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yeren.
Oh my gosh, Gandon, you've been dealing with that forever. Congratulations.
Isn't there any way to locate the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
What you up to, Ollie?
Perhaps with careful investigation of the old texts. Histories of Arcadia, of the Divide, the scriptures. I do not know, April, but it cannot hurt to look.
Why doesn't he help me
Again,
look?
you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yeren.
Where can I find the scriptures of the balance?
Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yeren.
Thank you.
Good day to you.
I think I got the title of a new book. So I guess we should look for that. That's really exciting, Gandon. Oh. Life is so much paperwork. So much paperwork. You just got back home from work. Ooh, long day. Was it okay?
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Me. It's always me.
Can I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I think I'm the only one that goes to the library in this town.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
Hey, steady.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
I'd like to read more about the Drake kin.
Why, of course. I will get the book you're looking for immediately.
Yes. I never catch your stream with my schedule. Yeah, well, I don't even have a schedule, so it's like nobody can keep up with my streams. Oh, one of those. Get some food and get some rest. I know how that feels. It's a relief, so hopefully it'll help without that being ongoing. Yeah, it'll relieve you. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. That sort of stuff is so rough. Especially because you're already emotional.
Find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
It is a long journey. And a lot of reading on the way. Yeah, we read this.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Let me read the diary entries. There's nothing left in this library to do, I know that. I'm yawning now. April's diary. Monday, I have no concept of what the Arcadian or Mercurian calendars is like. But at home it would be July 31st. Come to think of it, what year is it here? Anyway, that's not really the reason I'm writing an entry in my diary. Tobias told me about a library where I may be able to find things. The library is at the Sentinel Enclave here. Okay. I went to the library, yes me, imagine that, to look for some information about those flying creatures that Brian told me about, and with Minstrom Yeren's help, I found just what I was looking for. They're actually called the Altean, and there's a tribe of them living on an island south of here. Elias, which is such good news considering how much I love water. And that was my sarcastic voice, by the way. Now, who do I know with a ship? Right. So it is something with that guy. What? They're reading too? Hey, typical Eddie. FYI, the Half-Life games are free on Steam? What? Free to play for the next 2 months. That's very different. But still, 2 months, you'll get through all of them. I guess they're doing that because they have the new VR game coming out.
Hello. I'd really appreciate it if I could hitch a ride with you to Gien.
Ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
Bye.
Is there something I can... I'll have to look it up. See what's going on. I already have them. I haven't played the, what is it, the remake thing that somebody made of Half-Life? I haven't played that. It's so pretty.
Barrels.
She's seriously not back yet?
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
Do you know when Tunlayak is expected back?
I could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ships in harbor, she will not find one that needs a navigator anytime soon.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, child.
Oh. I'm wondering if I should buy Frostpunk expansion.
Hello again, old man.
You have nothing else to play right now?
It be you.
It be me.
Do you know the island of Elias?
Aye, I be knowing lots and lots about the feared Isle of Elias.
It's feared? How?
Because it be a place of cannibals.
Oh no!
You really don't know anything about the island of Elias, do you?
No, I do not.
Do you know how I can get passage on a boat going south?
Aye, coin be the way, as me beloved wife always be saying. 'Course she'd be running off with a wealthy merchant while I be away at sea. Women, never trusted one I didn't pay for again.
I don't have much coin at all.
And I be at a loss, as do ye, unless...
I need coin to travel in a boat unless... what?
Unless I be calling in a favor with the good Captain Horatio Nebave, who be traveling to Guyenne as soon as the wind be picking up.
What kind of favor?
Oh, he be owing me from back when I was his captain.
Would you cash in your favor with Nebeve if I got your bird back?
Aye, I be promising anything to get me friend back. It be a deal.
See you later.
Boom.
If I not be dead, aye.
Alright. Alright. So now we just have to get Bird back. I think that's where we're gonna stop for today. But this was good fun. I will be streaming tomorrow. I just don't know what time. I'll post in all the usual places. Oh, 1 second. Let me fix the monitors. Let's see here. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate it. Keeping me company, socializing. I've heard good things about the expansion. I haven't played that game, but I remember seeing it when it came out. Was it a strategy game? There was something about it that made me not want to play it. I just don't remember what. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me. It was super, super nice. 60% off right now for the base game. Dang. Wait, is there a Steam sale today? Did the Steam sale start? I thought there was gonna be a Chinese New Year sale starting tomorrow. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Good night, everyone. New atoms. New. Steam is not down, so tomorrow. Oh, I didn't answer the question. For me, it's music. Ah. Really? I didn't know you were that into music. Bye, Zach. See you later. Thank you for hanging out. It's one thing that keeps you sane and makes you happy. Probably helps you a lot with those long commutes to work and stuff. Hey! Thank you, thank you, thank you. New 24-hour hype. New. Thank you for the 11 months. You are awesome. You are super duper awesome. Thank you guys that subbed today or got a gifted sub and gifted subs and followed and talked and lurked, all of it. And the mysterious 500 bits at the beginning of stream. Good stuff. Thank you, Adams. You're super duper awesome. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes, and I hope you are well. If I leave home without my headphones, I'll always come back for them. They're that important. Okay, we are going to be raiding Tug. He is playing some Stardew Valley right now, and he is part of my new stream team. So let's go in and say hello. I will see you guys in there, and then I'm going to rush off and make dinner. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Arrow? I think sometimes tea makers just make it up. Ginger, chamomile, and fennel. Ooh.